Hello, hello. Welcome to Plexus. Welcome to our team. Welcome to our new customer call. My name is Rachel. I want to tell you a little bit about myself, but most of all, the purpose of this call is to tell you how to get the most out of your Plexus journey, how to best use the products that you've ordered, how to best invest in yourself, and how to be successful on this journey that we call Plexus. So first of all, like I said, my name is Rachel. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, and really all that means is I love Plexus a lot, and I've shared it with a lot of people. I want to tell you a little bit about me. So when I started Plexus 11 and a half years ago, I was a stay-at-home mom of 3 at the time. I now have 4 kids. I was exhausted. My hair was falling out. I was living for nap time so I could shove the sugar and the caffeine and the garbage in my face because I knew I wanted to be a good example for what it looked like to be healthy to my children. That's why I waited till nap time. But I was struggling to actually do that and do that well. So I would wait till nap time while they were asleep and they couldn't watch me, and I would run into the kitchen and eat all the things that I knew I shouldn't be eating to set a good example of what it meant to be healthy. Like I said, my hair was falling out in chunks to the point that a friend of mine said, Rachel, you really need to go to the doctor. I'm actually worried about your health. Your hair should not be falling out that way. I was exhausted. I would crash on the couch by 8 p.m. We'd put our kids in bed and finally sit down to spend time with my husband, and I would be asleep within 5 minutes because I just couldn't keep going. And I really thought that was mom life. You know, you saw the hashtag tired as a mother everywhere. And I thought, okay, this is just my new lot in life. Like, I'm okay, right? Like, yes, I'm tired. Yes, I'm living on sugar and caffeine. Yes, my hair is falling out, but I'm okay. Also, I could not lose the weight after my 3rd child, and which had been very easy for child 1 and 2. And 3rd child, it was like not going anywhere. Like, I think I actually left the hospital heavier than I did when I went in. And that made no mathematical sense to me. But there I was. So when I started Plexus, my youngest child was 6 months old. And within 30 days, well, I want to say within a week and a half, I was noticing I was no longer craving, literally driven by the cravings of sugar and caffeine. Within 30 days, I had lost some weight. I was awake at night to spend time with my husband after the kids were in bed. So we actually got to spend time together. Within 60 days, my hair quit falling out. Within 90 days, I had that nice little hair that was about this long all over my whole head because my hair was regrowing, which, by the way, just means you're absorbing the nutrition that you should be getting. So your body and the parts of your body, like your hair, your skin, your nails, are able to be fruitful and beautiful and not take the brunt of your lack of nutrition or your lack of absorption of nutrition and all those things. So within about, I want to say 90 days, I felt like a new woman. I wasn't exhausted. I still enjoyed some treats, but I wasn't driven by the need for those treats. I actually lost about 30 pounds from the end of September to the beginning of January in a season that most of us gain weight because I was able to make choices, have fun treats, but not let them rule my life. And the reason I share all of that with you is because I am convinced that if you are consistent on Plexus for 30, 60, 90 days and beyond, you will have your own 11 plus year story. And that's what we want for you. We want you to have success in your journey. And that's why I share my story with you. So first I want to talk a little bit about what you actually purchased. So most likely you think you purchased some Plexus products, and yes, you did, but you also bought in to a much bigger system of success that maybe you don't realize. So when you purchase Plexus, you purchased into a team that cheers you on, that wants you to see support, that wants you to achieve your goals. And I'm going to go over 3 simple things. Yes, supplementation is one of them, of how to get the most out of your Plexus journey. So we are going to talk about how to take your supplements, but I want to talk a little bit about moving your body. So this doesn't mean that you have to join the gym and work out 3 times a day or run 10 miles or do anything crazy. But I want you to be mindful to move your body a little bit more than you did yesterday, a little bit more than you did last week. Maybe that means you take the stairs instead of the elevator. Maybe that means that you park at the back of the parking lot and you walk to the store. Maybe that means you go for a 10-minute walk after dinner. It doesn't have to be revolutionary, but you do want to move your body. You want to give your body the opportunity to actually work, to actually do what it was created to do, right? So number 3 is going to be nutrition. And yes, like I said, we talk about supplements, but if you are eating McDonald's 3 times a day, there is no magic supplement that is going to help you feel better and lose weight, okay? So you have to be mindful of what you're putting in your body. Yes, you don't have to do any wild, insane diet, you can still take Plexus and eat like a normal person. There are people in Plexus who do extreme diets. You don't have to do that. If that's you and you want that and you love that, great. Plexus is a great support in that. But if that's not you, that's okay too. But again, just like we talked about movement, you want to be mindful to eat real whole foods, to eat meat, to eat vegetables, to eat fruit, to drink lots of water, right? We're going to talk about that in a second. But you want to look at your day and look at yourself of, am I taking my supplements? Am I moving my body? Am I eating proper nutrition? Okay, now I want to tell you, I want you to live your best 2026. I want you to not feel deprived. I want you to enjoy the things that are in front of you. I want you to give yourself and your body grace, but I also want you to hold yourself accountable. So if you go to a party and you have all the delicious desserts because you're celebrating your 7-year-old niece's birthday, great, that's okay. Tomorrow is a new day. When you get home from that party, it is a new moment, right? Your whole entire day, week, month does not have to be derailed because you enjoyed something more than maybe you should have, okay? So you're going to give yourself grace and you're going to get back up and you're going to focus on being consistent with your supplements, on moving your body, and on eating good, nutritious food, okay? So we are going to keep talking a little bit about how we support ourselves in our Plexus journey. So one of the ways that when I said you joined a community, one of those things is we have a group. It actually started. So today is Tuesday, January 6th, and yesterday we started January 5th to 25th. We are doing a steps into your healthy new year, healthy new year, I think. And it is simply a group to hold you accountable in those things, in moving your body, in eating well, in taking your supplements. And along the way, there are lots of prizes, there's lots of accountability and fun. It's free for you if you have placed your order and you are taking your products. So if you are not in that group and you want to be, you can comment in the chat, or when I post the recording, you can comment on this post in the comments, or you can let your sponsor know and they will get you in that group. So that's one of the ways that you can be supported on your journey. So we're going to talk a little bit about Plexus products. Regardless of what type of Plexus product you purchase, we are going to talk about how to use that. But I just want to go over really quick. Maybe you joined Plexus for gut health. Maybe you joined for GLP-1 support. Maybe you joined for support in pain management or energy or better sleep, for autoimmune support, right? We have lots of product lines. We have a kids product line. We have a skin health line. On Saturday, we have a new product coming that I am very excited about. But we have various product lines, and regardless of which one you purchase, I'm going to talk really quick about some of my favorite supplements that we have here at Plexus. One of them, our main flagship product, is called Plexus Slim. It is our pink drink. It balances your blood sugar. It balances cholesterol. It balances blood pressure. It really works as an overall body balancer so that your body is supported to function the way it was created to function, okay? Number two, I'm going to say 2 and 3 are what comes often in the combo that most people get started with is called Triplex. It is our pink drink, Probio 5, and BioCleanse. So Probio 5 includes 5 healthy strands of probiotics. It also includes a natural antifungal, and it includes digestive enzymes. It is like a power-packed gut health product. BioCleanse, I wish it was not called cleanse. It is not a laxative. It is oxygenated magnesium, and it works really well, yes, for regularity, but it is also gentle. It can be taken daily. Constipation was not a struggle that I had, and I still take it daily. So it is okay to take daily. It is not going to keep you in the bathroom. Those 3 together work to support, yes, your blood sugar, like I talked about in the pink drink, but also your gut health and some inflammation. It's going to address things at the root cause so that your body is able to be healthy. So many people start with the Triplex because it addresses so many things in your body. Many of those things that you struggle with, like if you were to say, okay, I struggle with thyroid health or autoimmune or fill in the blank, much of that is connected to blood sugar and gut health. So if you go to good old Google and you type in whatever it is that you struggle with and gut health, or whatever it is you struggle with and blood sugar, you're going to see how those 2 things are connected to so much. So that is why we talk a lot about the Triplex system. But I also want to talk about maybe my very top favorite, and that is Plexus Active. It is marketed as an energy drink. It is B vitamins. It is a superfood blend. It is an antioxidant blend. I love it for mental clarity, for focus, for motivation. Yes, for physical energy, but man, I love it for that mom brain. If you are a mama, if you have autoimmune, I have been fighting for way too long, a tick-borne illness. And if you are familiar with any autoimmune, to be able to have the support you need to live a busy, full life is a struggle sometimes. And so I love having that support in Plexus. I am now a mama to 4. My husband is a pastor. We do live a very full, busy life, and I am grateful for that. But sometimes I need that extra support and that extra boost. And so that's why I love Plexus Active. The very last product I want to talk about is Plexus Restore. It is our, I don't want to say newest. It may not be the actual newest, but it's our newest in what I'm going to call like our main power punch products. It is a daily gentle liver detox. You drink it at night before bed, and it really works to process out heavy metals, toxins, excess pharmaceuticals, excess hormones, all sorts of stuff and junk from your liver. So a lot of people are seeing really good results with Restore. So those are kind of just a few of our main big popular products. Maybe you're taking some of those, maybe you are not, but regardless of what you got started on, I want to talk about a few things that you can do to see the most success in your products. Number one, you have to stay hydrated in order to process out anything, whether it's garbage in your gut, in your liver, regardless of what it is, you have to stay hydrated. Please, for the love of all things, do not consume artificial sweeteners. They really work against your body's ability to process out garbage, junk, fat, whatever else that you are trying to get rid of and remedy in your health. Drinking artificial sweeteners in things like diet drinks, or even a lot of times in products that are marketed as health products like protein shakes or protein bars, and a lot of like zero sugar items are sucralose and aspartame. And those two things really wreak havoc on your gut, first of all, and work against a lot of what your body is naturally trying to do to restore you to a healthy state. So hydration and stay away from artificial sweeteners. Number two, I want to talk about consistency. So I say all the time that consistency is better than a perfect schedule, okay? So consistency in your products is better than perfection. It's better than taking it at exactly the right time or exactly, right before your meal or right when you wake up or right before bed. Consistency in your products every single day is way more important than being perfect in the schedule that you are taking them with, okay? So I also want to talk about communication. Number 3 is communication with your sponsor. So I promise you ready for this? That we talk about poop way more than you would expect. So I want to tell you, as you are getting your body healthy, it is processing out things that no longer serves your body well, okay? Sometimes when that happens, you experience detox or die off. And a lot of times we have things that we experience, whether it is in the digestion realm, or maybe it's in your skin health, or maybe it's in something else, and you think, okay, these products just aren't for me, and you quit. I want you to promise me that if you have something happen and you're like, these products aren't for me, that you will go back to the person who helped you order and tell them so that they can say, okay, you know what? Maybe you're right. They're probably not going to say that. Or they can say, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you told me. Let's tweak this part of your regimen so that that doesn't happen anymore and you can actually see the results you want to see, okay? So communication with your Plexus sponsor is huge in getting the results that you want to have. In tweaking your regimen, maybe you need to swap out a product. Maybe you didn't see results in your first 30 days and you need to press on into your second 30 days, right? There is a post somewhere on our support page. It's called Supporting a Healthy, Happy Life. If you are not in there, you can ask your sponsor to be in there. It's where this recording will be posted. But there's a post in there. It talks about one of my friends, and she had, I want to say it was 60 days that she didn't see any results. And she's like, I guess I'm just one of those people it doesn't work for. And she stuck with it. And now she has incredible results, both in her health and in her business. And it has transformed her health and her financial situation. So, work with your sponsor to tweak your products so that you're able to get the results that you signed up for. When you committed to your purchase, your very first purchase in Plexus, most of you are on this call because you purchased Plexus for the first time, right? When you made that commitment, you had something in your mind that you wanted to see, that you wanted to happen in your health, most likely. Some of you may have joined for the business. Most likely you joined because you wanted to see something happen in your health. And we want to see that too. We want to help you see that. So, talk to your sponsor. And number 4, I want to talk about this community. So a lot of times when we order something, we just think we're buying a product, right? When I started Plexus, That was my focus. I had no clue, maybe I should have, but I had no clue that it came with a community. And guys, in Plexus, we love our community. You have so much support. So yes, the support of your sponsor, but also the support of things like this call, like the January group I mentioned, like our Supporting a Healthy, Happy Life group that I mentioned. I'm actually going to talk here in a second about another opportunity that you're going to have in 2 days on Thursday night. That's another level of support for you in your journey. But the last thing that I want to talk about, well, I guess I already talked about that. It's a good thing that I have notes, right? As we talk about consistency, the reason we're consistent is because we want to see results, right? So when we talk about consistency in Plexus, there's something called your subscription. So your subscription most of the time is automatic when you order. Sometimes people turn it off when they're ordering. That's totally fine if you did that. But if you didn't, I don't want you to be surprised. Your subscription will run 30 days from when you ordered. So this is January 6th. When you placed your order in December or the very first few days of January, 30 days from then, your order is going to process again. It's called a subscription. The sole purpose of that is to help you stay consistent so that you will see results, okay? It is not to trick you. That's why we're telling you. It is not to swindle you. It is to help you be consistent. And Plexus sets up things that reward us for consistency. And in the month of January, that's an extra $10 credit. So when your subscription processes, you get an extra $10 credit to use in the future because they want you to see results. They want you to stick with it, to see what you signed up for. So if you want to edit anything, you can change the date, you can turn it off, you can change the products, you can add products, you can take off products. It's very simple to do. You log in, you hover over your initials, you click on subscription, and then you can edit it, okay? If you have any issues, chat with the person that helped you order, and they will help you get all set up. Part of the reason that we've talked so much about consistency is because we want you to meet your goals, right? I'm going to tell you, statistically, you are 80% more likely to hit your goals if you have accountability. So I want to encourage you to grab a friend to do this with you. You are more consistent when you are doing this with a friend because your friend says, hey, oh my goodness, I slept so well last night after I drank my Restore. How did you sleep? And you're like, I didn't drink my Restore, right? So consistency is so much easier when you have a friend, right? So I'm going to tell you, grab a friend, do this with a friend. Also, you're going to use your referral link. When you ordered, you set up a referral link. You can use that referral link. Your friend in the month of January, they are going to get free shipping. They are going to get, if they order before January 9th, they're going to get $1 enrollment. If they order after January 9th, enrollment is $9.99. But after January 9th, you are going to get 3 coupons in your email to help 3 friends get $10 off. So if it's before January 9th, they get to sign up for $1. If it's after January 9th, you're going to give them one of your coupons so they can sign up for free with their $10 coupon, and that's your accountability partner. And then I'm going to tell you, once you have one partner, you're going to grab 2 more people. Help them use your other 2 coupons that you have sitting in your email, because when you help 3 people, you're going to make about $300. So now you got a little group that you can get healthy together. You've also got $300 in your Plexus account that you can either put in your bank account, or you can use it to purchase your products in January and probably also February, and you're set up well to stay consistent and hit your goals, okay? So I'm going to check my notes and make sure I'm not missing anything. So I think we've covered it. The very last thing that I want to share about is what we have coming up on Thursday. So on Thursday, we have what we call a messenger event. It is simply a group chat in Messenger, and we use it as a read-only info event. So tonight, you guys are here listening. Some of you guys have been on before. You are listening to what it looks like to get success, to hit your goals, to have accountability and support in our community with your products as a new customer, right? We talked about grabbing a friend. Maybe it's your mom, your cousin, your neighbor, your sister, your daughter, whoever, right? You're grabbing an accountability partner, you're grabbing 2 more people. Maybe you're already thinking like, oh, Sandy told me last week that she is really struggling with her energy, and I'm feeling so much better since I've been using these products. Guys, I had a friend tell me yesterday that after 1 day, she already feels so much better, and she's working on her budget to make sure she can fit it in next month. Guys, that is what fuels me. As somebody who does this as a business, I want to see people succeed. I want them to feel better. I want them to hit their goals, right? So on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, I know we have a lot of Central people on, we are going to have what we call a messenger event. So I'm going to open up a chat thread. I'm going to put whoever has asked to be in there in, and then they're going to invite their friends. So the people that you thought of when I said your accountability partner, your mom, your cousin, whoever, right? You're going to invite them. You're going to ask them if they want to come. Don't just put them in there if they don't want to be in there, right? But you're going to ask them if they want to come, and you're going to say, hey, I've been taking these products. They've helped me with, or I'm hoping they're going to help me with, and I'd love for you to do it with me. Do you want to attend this little 15-minute info event with me so you can see if it might be a fit for you too? And then you can have one of my coupons. They sent me some coupons. You can have one of my coupons, and we can do this together, right? So on Thursday night at 9 p.m., whoever wants to be in there is going to be in there. And then you're going to add your friends, whoever wants to be added. And then it's going to be about 15 minutes of a read-only info event where I am going to like rapid fire some info. This one is like a New Year's themed. So I'm going to rapid fire some info in that chat thread about how to get healthy and stay healthy as we enter into a new year. And as we wrap up the event, there will probably be an extra sale for anybody who comes to that event. You can then use your referral link and send a cart. Your sponsor can help you do that. It's super simple. Send a cart to your friend, your mom, your sister, your cousin, whoever. They can use your coupon. You can make some money, and you guys are going to get healthy together. And then we just repeat this process moving forward. If you are like, okay, I want to make some money so this doesn't come out of my budget, this is how you do it. If you are like, okay, I'm all in, I want to make like actual real full-time money, this is how you start. So I would love to hear if you guys have any questions. You can pop them in the comments, or you can put them below when I post the recording in the comments of this. We would love to help you get started. We are excited to help you on your journey of hitting your goals and staying consistent so that you do hit your goals. So happy January and happy New Year, friends.